If you think that American ideologies are what Donald Trump and Charlie Kirk and all these fools are out there saying, please sit down, because I have some terrifying news for you. You're not American. Shock, I know. No, I don't feel bad. No, don't stop and run away. And if you do, that's fine with me, because you can remain ignorant. That's not my problem. I'm tired. Whoever your ancestor was that told you that slavery was okay, please do me a favor and tell them to shut the fuck up, so that way you and your future generations don't continue to stay in the same cycle of what you are committing, which is dehumanization of humanity. Don't sit in your churches, your temples, or mosques and ignore the foundations of your religion: compassion, love. Where are you really? You preach hate and intolerance, yet you say you follow love and compassion. I have sat in my cycle of life for 36 years and watched empires crumble, watched history repeat itself, watched so many people say the end of the world is coming, can't you feel it, and watch people commit suicide over it. I have seen scandals, political scandals, human scandals. I've seen the most vile people and creatures on this human planet, and you celebrate them. I will not feel bad for you, for those that were so certain of a rapture coming that never did. I will never feel bad for you, for those of you who preach hate and intolerance and don't understand your own sin. I will never feel bad for those of you who condemn women, who rip out the divine feminine that exists in all humanity, and who spit upon their divine masculine inside of themselves. I will not feel bad for those that do not understand that statement. I do not feel bad for those that choose to demonize women, children, and the old, that choose to demonize people who love differently, who ignore the fact that human beings are also animals, who ignore Earth and its condition. I don't feel bad for any of you. You cannot say that you are the things that you claim to follow, when in reality, you're not following love, compassion, peace, or God. You're chasing after it violently because you cannot attain love, compassion, or even God. I don't feel bad for any of you. You've chosen to stay in ignorance. You've chosen to believe in lies because you're afraid of what the truth will do to you. The truth will always set you free. Choosing to stay in the lie is what is going to condemn you. I don't feel bad. Who I do feel bad for is humanity, that we must suffer through your evil, that we must survive through your evil, because you're choosing the wrong side. If you're following Donald J. Trump, I don't feel bad for you. If you choose to remain disillusioned, if you're afraid of the words woke, aware, knowledge, freedom, I will never feel bad because you have chosen your suffering, but we, as a collective humanity, did not. There are tons of empires all over the globe, countries all over the world. They're all dealing with the same crap. If you all actually believed in your so-called Christian religions, Muslim religions, Judaic religions, anything that follows the faith, none of you would be doing what you are doing because you'd be following love and compassion. You would be in the highest pursuit for the good of all, not just the group of the few. A very opinionated, loud, misguided group of people, and I am talking to you. There's a lot of you, it's obvious. You suffered through trauma and abuse, but you're choosing to pass down the trauma and abuse. You've doubted things in yourself, but you've chosen to remain ignorant in fear of what that truth would entail to you. The problem is we don't feel bad for you anymore. We've waited long enough for you guys to catch up. You either choose to grow, to mature, to understand, to be free, truly free, or you remain ignorant, intolerant, hateful, and burdened by the truth that you will always remain a slave. You will always be prisoners, and none of you will be king. Although you will fight each other for that title, none of you are going to rule. None of you will be rich. None of you will be famous. Not in the way that you think that you will be. Everything that is happening now is a time that is passing on humanity. It's been a long time coming, and the tables just haven't turned around, they've flipped. And one day you're going to see that. And that will be your own burden on whether or not you choose to change or remain in your own personal hell. In my opinion, if all of you really do feel this way, that you want to have this controlled, very black and white, very dead society, by all means, I think all of you should pack up and all go globally together to Mars. Leave the rest of us alone. Let us fix Earth. Let us heal Mother Nature. Let us do the right thing. Let us fix our economies. Let us make education free for everybody because you won't let us. You won't let us live a society that is truly free because you don't want us to be free, because that makes us better than you, because we're choosing to not be prisoners or slaves. I don't feel bad for you because this day has been coming a long time. I don't care what you think of me. I don't care because you don't know me. And even if you did, if you knew me truly, you would not ignore what I am about to say to you. Because I have no forgiveness for those that cannot help themselves. For those that continue the cycles of abuse. For those who continue to kill the feminine. For those that have no soul. You've chosen to just kill whatever is human. You guys can fight for that title somewhere else. The rest of us have lives we have to live, have truths we have to reveal, have knowledge we have to uncover. We will grow as a human society. What you guys become won't be anything. You can't have that creativity because you don't even have it now. If you did, you guys would be totally different. Rather than stealing ideas, rather than worshiping false idols. Oh my gosh. Rather than believing in your lies as being truth. I don't feel bad. I know what it's like to live as a human being on this earth. I'm 36 years old. I was born into a family where there were 7 girls that my parents had to raise. Both my parents worked 2 jobs each, sometimes more, in order to support my family, in order for all of us to live. We all took turns working our asses off to support each other, to help each other. And we didn't just do it for ourselves. We also took care of our grandparents and great-grandparents. My great-grandparents survived the Great Depression and World War I. My grandparents survived World War II. My dad is a Vietnam veteran. I have more knowledge and more experience on what people believe is patriotism because I have listened to my elders and I have read books that helped me understand what it means to be human. And I didn't just stop at books. I pursued knowledge that was necessary for me to understand why we have become this way. I don't care what people think of me. I don't care what you think of me. I have grown up poor, without. My family has struggled, without. And we helped everyone we could, to the point where we had to remind ourselves, if we don't have enough at our table, we can't share with others. But we would do the best we could, because that's truly what it means, what it actually means to be a good human being and to be a true patriot. It is not un-American to help others. It is not un-American to be a part of a society that takes care of others. It is not wrong to be a human being that follows love, that follows compassion, that doesn't believe in hate, that believes in tolerance, understanding. I don't feel bad because none of you will experience the joy of actual life because you choose to sit in your fear and your ignorance and your worship of cycles of trauma and abuse. The rest of us are busy creating a world in which we all can live. The rest of us are focusing on a whole new ideal. And you'll be left behind because you weren't meant to go with us. So I don't feel bad. You chose this. This is your idea of what you think a world should be, and it's rotten. My world is endless, filled with joy, with stories, with people who exist for the betterment of all mankind, for the betterment of the universe. Yours is very short-lived. So enjoy it while it lasts, because the time has come where you will pass. And I just don't feel bad. There are others who are stronger than you are. And yes, they're better than you are. And they're out there all around you. So believe in your raptures and believe in your lies and believe in your cycles of abuse. You lost the game. And I've lost patience. Goodbye.